welcome to the Shelley Studio. It's experiment time. Have you heard of the game Telephone or Chinese Whispers? It's where you stand in a line and one person whispers something in your ear and you whisper what you heard in the next person's ear, and that goes on down the line. And once it comes to the end, the last person says what they heard and it's completely different. Well, I was watching a video the other day, more like a month or so ago, where they were doing that with art. I'll link that video in the description box below, but when I saw that video, I wanted to give it a try. They did it with 50 people, and it looked like a school setting, like a cafeteria or something. I don't think I even know 50 people, and I'm definitely not about to go to some public place and start asking people to draw this. What is that?
Grass. Just
doesn't
go with
look-
it. Just
You're
go
not
with
copying.
it.
You're
I
not
am
copying.
copying.
No,
I'm
you're
just
not.
making it better. Just let me get there.
I had to leave that in because it was funny. And I had a really hard time with, and I tried to keep my mouth shut for the most part. But I don't think people understand the concept of copy. Anyway, so for the setup, I created what I felt was a really simple drawing. I did personally start with a pencil and then went over it with Sharpie marker. I wanted a real smooth line for them to copy, and you'll see it in the slideshow coming up here real quick. And then I took it with me to a couple of get-togethers. The first one was with a bunch of cousins, so there were 8 people in that group. The first person got to use my drawing and copy it, like see it and copy it with marker only. That was the restriction that some people had a real hard time with. I would too. So that's the beginning drawing. Can you believe it? And then the next person would just copy what they saw from the last person. So like the game of telephone, you only get the most recent version of it. And that was repeated until making it through everybody. It was interesting to watch people's reactions. Some were very willing and others not so much. But my goal was 50 people, so I didn't really give them a lot of choice. I'm like, begged them, please, you've got to help me get enough people. I do only end up with, I think it's 37 pages, including my own. But some of them would tell me they can't draw and then end up scribbling a portion just to prove that they couldn't draw. It was a really interesting view of human behavior. In that first group, they all made an honest attempt, I think, to create what they saw for the most part. The next gathering I went to was a family party, and that got me 20 more drawings. This was a gathering of my brothers and sisters and their children, and that was very interesting. They did not feel like they needed to follow the rule. Just one rule. Copy what you see. One family group in particular took that instruction very lightly. Each one of them embellished in their own way. I wonder if that's why the message at the end of the game of telephone is so distorted. One person just decides to change it in the middle. In the end, you can see how different all the things ended. It was quite a fun and entertaining thing to do, and everybody really enjoyed it. They actually thought it was a fun game for gatherings, and I did too, except for I ended up with the person the whole time, like the whole visit with the family. I was in the one room. separate so that people who hadn't done the drawing couldn't see what was being drawn. But at least, I mean, I got to talk to everybody one-on-one. So that was something. Anyway, can you believe how these changed? I mean, it not only changed shape and size, it changed species. It went from a cat in a bucket, then they went to a surfboard, then they ended up on a skateboard and human. Anyways, it was a really fun experience. I suggest you give it a try if you haven't done something like this. Anyways, I hope you liked my video. If you liked it, please leave me a comment. Share it with your friends. I'd love to see this one go everywhere. Anyway, check out the inspiration video in the description box below. And thank you all for watching. I hope you have an awesome day.